Oh, hello. Can everyone see and hear me? I think it should be live on YouTube and Twitch. I'm Andrew, making a very rare on-camera appearance, but I'm mostly here to introduce the main star, which is going to be Emma Gregory.
Hello. I'm just making sure I can. Andrew, do I press connect to YouTube so I can see the chat?
Um, I think you should be able to see it already, but if not,
Mm.
no, it's definitely live. Let me
Comment.
post that.
So I just click
Uh,
on comment.
well, comments should be coming in, but well, there's a couple of people watching now, but like it just went live, and I think if
Yeah.
you want to
Oh,
post
here
about,
we
oh yeah,
go. Hello, everybody.
yeah, people.
I don't know how many of you there are out there right now, but anyway, welcome to yet another live stream. And it is a pleasure to be with you again. And first of all, after saying hello and welcome, um, thank you so much, everybody, for your patience last week with me being having the old flu. That was not very nice. I was just discussing that with Andrew. I don't normally get ill, or very often anyway. I had a bit of a cold and I was meant to be with Neil last year. But yes, when it hits me, it hits me. And that's rather annoying as an actor, as you can probably imagine, because that means you just can't use your voice or do anything. But it's fantastic. Hello, everybody. It's fantastic to be here. This is Trash King. Hello, Trash King, again. Howdy, Emma. I'm sure we've met before, Trash King, I think. Anyway, I am feeling better. Thank you so much. Yes, I have recovered very well. And hello, Corky Jet. Hi, everybody. Really great to see you all here.
Are you
And
seeing any Are you seeing any familiar names?
I think so. Or maybe they're just familiar to me, having sort of looked through Twitter and Streamily. But whoever is here again, um, it's really lovely that you're here. I'm in a bit of an Iron Maiden mood this evening.
Stop that.
T-shirt on, and I've got my smashing little skull ring on here, which I loved. Little sort of diamonds. They're not real. I wish they were. And ruby eyes, which is rather good. Yes. Good evening. Good evening. Hi. Um, Minthara, somebody says. That's really good. Hello. Yes, it is me. It is I. And gosh, it's been a quite a few weeks, hasn't it, with BAFTA? How fantastic
Oh, yeah.
was that? It was so good. I loved the ceremony and I loved Andrew's speech. I thought it was just wonderful and fabulous for him. I've known Andrew for a very long time, and I mean, it's wonderful that everybody got the awards they got. But I was very pleased for Andrew and pleased for them all. It was just phenomenal and just extraordinary what Baldur's Gate has done, winning all the major awards. And as
Yeah,
Sven said, I don't think any other game has done that in gaming history to get.
exactly. That's like decades of history to go through.
Yeah, it's just extraordinary. So that is, thank you guys, just thank you again, because it's just phenomenal. You are the most extraordinary community, and we absolutely adore you. It always feels weird to say the word absolute or absolutely now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, at this point.
um, I love Iron Maiden too, Luadara. I hope I'm saying your name right. Your shirt looks dope. OMG. Thank you, Lady Pearl. Lady Pearl, I love your name. Very cool ring, yes. It was a gift. Um, good. I'm going to start off with the first one. Now, the first signing this evening is this wonderful Alexander Skiba print, which is just so fabulous. I just love this picture so much. But there's no name, and I don't know who you are, but you haven't left any instructions or anything. So sending you lots of love. It's my great pleasure to sign it for you, whoever you are. And yes. So I'll sign the first one, everybody.
Yeah, and I guess answering a question for Sonic Mila, yes, this VOD will be available on YouTube and Emma's Twitch channel.
Yes,
And someone's
indeed.
asking if you already have a Minthara plush, which I don't know.
I don't have a Minthara plushie. I love plushies. Yes, I think you all should send me a bunch of them. Yes, I think that's a very good idea. Here's the first one. For whoever you are, thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful, and I hope you enjoy that up on your wall, wherever you choose to put that. BG3 basically got the gaming EGOT. What's that? Sorry, forgive my ignorance. EGOT.
God, let's see.
Every game
Oh, ever like I don't know what the word is. Like everyone's audience game of the year. Like every time that the public had a chance to chime in and vote, then Baldur's Gate 3 won.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Good evening. Greetings from Belgium. Gotta love Maiden. Do you know, this is what I love about doing the live streams with Streamily, is because it's really thrilling to talk to people from all over the world. I just absolutely love that. Mommy Minthara,
Oh, Egon.
mommy's here. um, P.S. The Minthara playlist on Spotify is 100% perfect. Thank you so much. As I haven't added to it for a while, I sort of was adding things as we went along, but I haven't added anything for a while. Um, but I think yeah, I really love it the way it is. Oh, thank you, Emma. You look so stunning. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. I'm sure you look stunning too. If I could only see you, but I can't.
It looks like a little clarification. EGOT means Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. So
Oh,
like
thank you so
that.
much for that. Yeah, yeah, getting all the awards basically.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Hi, Emma. You easily gave one of my favourite performances in voiceover in the last 20 years. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for your passion and dedication. Well, thank you very much, Criterion X. That's really, really lovely of you to say that. I'm very grateful, and I'm so glad that you enjoy it. You do listen, Pyro Southerner. Have we met before as well? Your name was familiar. I do listen to that playlist often, you say. Yes. There's a Minthara playlist, Corky Chat. Yes, there is. On Spotify, my friend. Yes, there is. So the second one this evening goes to Jacob. Hi, Jacob, if you are there. Welcome, welcome. And Jacob says, Minthara is my queen. I relate to how misunderstood she is. Yes, I do very much. You did an amazing job. Thank you so much. And you'd like the House Bainray symbol. Fabulous. I will do that for you right now, Jacob.
Have you had a lot of practice making that symbol?
Yeah, I think we're a bit better than my first signing. Gosh, I was terrible on that one, doing the symbol, so I've got a little bit better. I wish I had a sort of red marker, actually. Maybe I should look at investing in one. See if
Sure. I
that
mean,
works on the print.
yeah, you
Because that's what
probably.
it should be in red, shouldn't it, really? Rather than I'm doing it in gold, Jacob, so I apologise. You can imagine it in red. Great.
Yeah, I mean, some talent make an investment in paint pens, which can be messy, but do work nicely.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Right, I'm going to do this symbol now, Jacob, of the beloved house babe. The Bainray. There we go.
Yeah, also, curious question for chat, especially if you're on Twitch. Had anyone here been watching the Bodies State cast with Haruka, the VTuber? Last I checked, they were still going, but they might be done soon.
Yeah, that looks amazing. It looks so interesting there. Okay, Jacob. There's the little my attempt, Jacob.
Great, it looks good.
Symbol. And thank you so much. I'm so grateful. That's really, really kind of you. And I'm glad that Minty is your queen. She's my queen too. And yeah. Okay, okay. Who's saying what here in the chat? Hi, 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 everybody. Mia, you also would like this ski bear print. And you say, hi, Emma, I absolutely love Minthara. I would love it if you put the quote, what a wonderful distraction you are. Excellent. I certainly will, Mia. It's my great pleasure. What a wonderful distraction. Distraction you are. There we go, Mia. Sign that there. Thank you so much, Mia. Thank you. Great pleasure to do that for you. Yes, it's been such an incredible time. I love the latest patch news as well. I thought Sven was he's just so excited and so thrilled with everything in that's happened in Baldur's Gate and obviously. And I thought it was such a happy, uplifting message as well in the latest patch. And once he's been doing interviews on social media and stuff. I mean, he loved the BAFTAs so much. He had such a good time there. He was so overjoyed, and so was Bobby, and they all were. I mean, they were all just, and Adam, and they were just so overjoyed, of course. And but I think, as much as people might be a bit sad that there isn't going to be a Baldur's Gate 4, and Sven's very clear about the direction forward. It sounds like the direction they want to go in. I don't know any details at all, of course, but it sounds like they've got some really great ideas in the pipeline for us all to enjoy in the future. So that's really exciting. So hooray for Larian!
Yep.
Jolly good.
And I guess Wizards is probably going to keep things going with Baldur's Gate as well.
I hope so, because Wizards have such a fantastic range of characters on their hands, don't they? And just absolutely. I'm devastated that we won't have DLC in Men's Brands and Walkie Jet, but there's so much to do in Baldur's Gate 3, isn't there? There's about 17,000 different endings or something, so you can really, really go to town with that, can't you? What did I see there? I saw. Let me just scroll. Let's see. This was something there. Does the VOD for this get posted? On your Twitch, Emma. The VOD does get posted on Twitch, doesn't it, Andrew?
Yep. Yeah, this usually gets recorded automatically, and it'll show up like a day later.
Yeah. Yes, Wolfie Viking. What a great name! I can't wait to see what Marion makes next either. Very, very exciting. And yeah. Good. Just checking through the comments. Need to do a Minthara standalone game. I'd definitely be up for that. Wizards? That would be so good. It would be lovely to see the characters go on into something else, but who knows? Perhaps Wizards will do that. Let's see what somebody else does, or if anything happens at all. Thank you so much for voicing this beautiful, complex, loyal, loving, and fierce woman. She's a queen. Bryn Darkwood. Bryn. That sounds like a Welsh name. Bryn. Ydych chi'n Gymraeg? Bryn. Ydych chi'n Gymraeg? With a bit of Welsh there for you. Lovely name, Bryn. Thank you very much. And that's a beautiful way of describing her. Beautiful, complex, loyal, loving, and fierce. I quite agree. Yes, she is. And you're very welcome. It was my great, 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 great pleasure. One of the most incredible experiences of my life. Living with this extraordinary creature who I adore so much. Let's go on to another signing. Elisha, I hope I'm getting your name right. You have also chosen fantastic Alexandra Skiba's print. And you say, you were wonderful as Minthara. Would you be able to include the quote, I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones? It would be my pleasure, Elisha. I will Avatar. City. Dead thrones. Great pleasure. Thank you so much. Lovely.
I'm seeing an interesting response from Bryn here. So,
Not Welsh, unfortunately, but I love the language and culture, and of course, a good old cwtch. Absolutely, the
now that
cwtch.
begs the question: what is a coach?
A
Or
cwtch is sort of, well, it can mean anything from a hug to a sort of comfortable little. Oh, I'm going a bit Welsh now. I'm not Welsh, by the way, but I grew up there for a long time in my life. And when I was at school, I spoke Welsh at school and then English at home. So it means a lot to me. My family's actually sort of Irish, Scottish, all the Celts, and a bit English too. And yeah, so cwtch is sort of like a little comfy, cozy den. A cwtch, where you can sort of snuggle and, on cold winter evenings or whatever. But it can also mean a hug.
okay, like a comfortable space,
Yeah,
basically.
I suppose it's a bit like hygge, it's Danish, isn't it? Or is it Norwegian? Forgive me, anybody who's
You got me.
Hygge is Danish, I think. That sort of cozy comfiness. That's cwtch. Slavia again. Apologies if I'm getting your name wrong. Hello, hello. And you've also chosen. This is a really popular print, this one. And I'm not surprised because Alexandra's done such a beautiful job with it. And you say, hello, Emma. Greetings from Thailand. Hello from Thailand. That's so amazing. I'd love to go to Thailand. I'd like to request your favourite Minthara romance line in BG3. I've always loved Minthara from first sight. Thank you so very much. Me too. I loved her. It's me. Hello. Thank you so much and a pleasure. Are you speaking to us from Thailand? That would be amazing. Gosh, there are so many beautiful Minthara romance lines. I'll write this one for you. Thank you. I will write, tonight you are mine. And I hope you like that. There you go. Thank you so much. Really, really, really grateful. I hope you like that line. How can one not? Minthara saying to them, tonight you are mine. Thank you. That's good, good. I've remembered to do that. So, that one's done. What's anyone else saying? New endings seem perfect for another run with Minthara. Yes, the evil endings.
Yep.
The cinematics look amazing for that. There's one of the Dark Urge walking across this sort of land of corpses and blood with a blood eclipse moon in the background. It looks incredible. Yeah.
I know, and that's just a teaser, so I'm very curious to see what else they have in store.
Yeah. Don't ask me, I can't remember. Yeah, definitely time to play the game through. I need to play the game. This is what needs to happen. This is going to be me, I think, in 2024, getting it together. And I know I've said this before as well. I really want to play Alan Wake.
Good one.
Desperate to play that because I love horror, and it looks right up my street. It looks really. It is horror, isn't it? It looks it.
It is. I think I don't know much about it myself, but I think it's a thriller. Like there's a thriller element to it.
Yes, the trailers and things, bits I've seen of it look really scary, and yeah. You need a stamp with a symbol. Yeah, I need some stamps with Minthara symbols. I need some Minthara emojis. I'd love a stamp. Thank you so much for voicing this beautiful. Oh, I've read that one. But thank you, Bryn Darkwood, again. Let's go down, further down, further down. There we go. I can't wait to restart my run again and again with Minthara. Milady Pearl says, so you have to just say your name, Pearl. Milady Pearl, like a sort of British lord, Milady. Oh, Milady Pearl says, exactly, she will never leave my run romance. No. It would take a lot. Having a Minth the origin character option would be so cool. Well, yeah, it's a completely different opening to the game and up through Moonrise. Yeah. I don't think the intention was ever to have Minthara as an origin character, though. I mean, I think, again, I think that was part of the early access, sort of seeing how the land lay with the characters and the relationships built with the actors in the studio, for Sven to see how, you guys responded to stuff and how they felt about it and what the actors were bringing, what I was bringing to the role, making decisions about which way they wanted to go. But I think they were always quite clear that Minthara was not going to be, because I originally I think Minthara was just going to be a companion for only a bit of it.
Oh, really?
Just so blown away by that performance, they decided to put it all the way through. No, I'm only joking. Well, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, no, it's great.
I mean,
think
if you look at it, like Karlak and Minthara got a lot more accessible and more content after launch, so they
yes,
clearly responded.
absolutely, yes, and easier ways to recruit Minthara now, of course, as well. And yes, I love Minthara's relationship with Karlak. It's very special. Oh, that reminds me, actually, Sam and I have done a lovely new print that's up on Streamily now, where we're giving Gortash a bit of a hard time. For any of you who haven't seen that yet, do check that out. It's fabulous, by the way, Kitty.
Yep, if they just go there, they can see it.
Excellent. Annie, hello, Annie. Lovely to sign this one for you, Annie. I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones is the line that you would like, and you say you'd also like a doodle of the house Bainry symbol if possible. Absolute pleasure, Annie, to do that for you. I will never tire of signing things on Streamly. I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. Can't spell today. There we go. Thank you, Annie, so very much. Great pleasure to do that for you.
Yeah, I've also got to say it's nice that I get to see these prints, well, not in person, but as a physical copy now.
Yeah. No, it's great. Carla, oh, you've chosen Entangled. Now, it's a beautiful one from Facebeaker. Absolutely gorgeous, this one. I just love all the fan art that you guys are doing. So beautiful for all of us. We're so appreciative of it. So grateful. It's incredible to see people's creativity and inspiration from the game, and absolutely wonderful. I love this community so much. Carla, it's a great choice there, Carla. I hope it looks great on your wall. Now, let's see. Thank you. Please include Oh, I just remembered actually on Annie's, you wanted a doodle, didn't you, Annie? I will go back and do that and make sure that I've done it. I think you wanted House Benry symbol, didn't you, Annie? And I will do that for you. Don't worry. I will check it. I always check everything through before I post them back. So don't worry. I'll make sure everybody's got exactly what they asked for, and I will do that doodle for you, Annie. Carla, you say, loved your work as Minthara. Thank you, Carla. Please include, I do not have violent urges. I have violent intentions. Great line. I do not violent urges. I have violent intentions. And it's a great line because it really does kind of almost sum Minthara up, really. Minthara is not, which I think some people, maybe the press, thought a little bit at first when the game first came out, that she was just sort of this mad killing machine. She's not. She's somebody who strategically and logically thinks about, as you guys know, she does, about what she needs to do, needs to achieve. She is not, there's a thing in, a saying in the Underdark, Khalith Carthan, which is people who run mad with bloodlust for no reason at all and do completely sort of massacre type killing for no reason. Minthara abhors that kind of behavior. So it's not about an urge to suddenly, get out there and kill everything with her. It's about what needs to be done for the right goal, whatever her goal path is, So that's a great quote, Carla, and really sums her up. And there we are. There we go. And I will just sign that for you. It's a beautiful print. Thank you. There we go. Should print there. Okay. Thank you. I keep landing on Milady Pearl. Milady Pearl's got lots of stuff.
Thank you. Charge you.
Thank you for making Minthara so alive. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lodara, by the way, if there's anything you need help in the channel with, like editing pictures in the channel, oh, thank you. Making emojis and such, I can help. Whoa. Possibly. Thank you, Lodara.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely help out there if you're like interested in getting more involved in live streaming.
Yeah, quite a few people have been saying this to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to have to do it, aren't I? I've watched Trace do it, Tracy Wiles, and Dev, obviously Neil. Neil's the live stream king, isn't he? Really, and it does look tremendous fun. I have to say, I've got to.
Exactly, but they all have like teams of people helping them. So
Yes.
if you find the right help, then it should be a lot easier as well as fun.
Yes. I'm really loving learning about gaming world, not just being on the acting side of it, but it's really great. Corky just says, I lived in Ireland for 4 years, beautiful country. Indeed it is. I've not long been back from Dublin. I took my daughter over there for the first time, see a bit of the old Irish family ways, and we did the Book of Kells and all sorts of incredible places. An absolutely fantastic city. And Ireland is a gorgeous, gorgeous country. Hygge, yeah. Now that is Danish, isn't it? Hygge. Somebody tell me. I'm pretty sure I'm right. It's very lovely anyway. And also, actually, I wanted to thank everybody for sort of lovely comments about Warhammer as well. Thank you so much. There's some really great messages from people about Celestine, the Living Saints, and characters like that. Again, who are very, very dear to my heart. So, thank you so much. Kind words about Warhammer. Let's see. Let me see. Should we do another signing? Yes, let's do it. Stubbs. It's a good Cockney name. Stubbs. You've chosen if I can get it out of the packet. This Skiba print, fabulous. And you don't have any instructions, so I'll just sign it, maybe with a little smiley face. Thank you, Stubbs. I'm always aware of the silence as I'm signing.
That's okay. That's why I'm here. If you want me to feel the noise.
Over to you, Andrew. You need to take over the conversation. Stubbs, here we are. Very best wishes to you. I hope that's okay for you there. Enjoy that fabulous print. Thank you so much. Sonic Miller. I've been wanting to read up on drow lore, but seeing how long the Drift book series is, I don't have the capacity. Yeah. I'm not too familiar with it, but I gather it's pretty intense, pretty dense.
Oh yeah, and they've had decades to build that world.
Yes, indeed. And Sav Smith 33 says, audiobooks are my best friend because of this. Good for me while driving. Yeah. I love audiobooks. I do a lot of audiobooks, and I absolutely adore performing them, but I also enjoy listening to them very much too. I'm a fan of biographies, particularly. Yeah, audiobooks are terrific and so useful when you're traveling or whatever. Who else? Pyro Southerner. I'm sure we've met before, Pyro Southerner. We just started a D&D group with some friends, and we all met through a mutual love of Minthara. Hooray! Thank you. That's really good. That's really great. Thank you. Get, I said. Great and good is what I was saying, because I'm focusing on these comments. Minthara are amazing. Such a lovely voice. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Wish I can stay to watch you sign my print, but I have to work. Oh no! I have to sit down. Oh no! Well, look at the recording. I'll get yours signed. I don't know what it is on here, but I'll get it signed. And you can look at the recording, and it'll be here for you. And if it isn't, just enjoy it when you get it. And have a great day at work, whatever you're doing, wherever you are in the world. Lots of love for a great day at work. Miss Gregory, if you decide to play and stream on Twitch, it would be so cool. Thank you for being so formal in your addressing. Respectful and lovely. Thank you. Yes, I think I will eventually decide to play. It's looking pretty likely. If I can feel confident about it, then I'll do it. People always think actors are really super confident, but actually they're not. We get to hide behind characters. I mean, I am a confident person, yes, but I sometimes I do feel a little out of depth where games are concerned, because I'm not, strictly speaking, a gamer. I've done actually more physical board role playing than I have actually computer games. But I'm just loving being part of the whole world. I love acting in games very, very much. I love the scripts. I love the characters, which is why I love Warhammer so much, because I do a lot for Games Workshop. Because to play characters are just so, as we all know through BG3, just take you into such a different realm. It's just a different way of living. It's just fantastic. So I would like to, have a go at playing. I think I would.
I mean, I do have a curious question for you as well on that note. Like, one of your characters, Janet Sulla from the
You always mention Janet Sulla.
yeah, like where did that voice inspiration come from? Because she was very, very out there.
I get most of my inspiration from how the characters are described. Sulla is a general, isn't she? And she's, but she's sort of, she's not as good as she thinks she is, Janet Sulla, and so, and she's very pompous, and so I sort of, and she writes these extraordinary diary entries where she's sort of, she's in love with her commander, basically. She's sort of an older, retired general, and she sort of spouts forth on her missions, you know, with her team of soldiers, and fighting chaos in the name of the emperor, you know, that sort of thing. But she's terribly sort of long-winded and boring and pompous about it. And so, really, made her a sort of a female general, really.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sort of.
But there's like a core of a fangirl in there whenever she talks about Kane.
Yes, yes, she's in love with him. So really, I get inspiration from the characters by how they're described. I saw a really interesting interview with Samuel L. Jackson earlier on, actually talking about, because the cast of Pulp Fiction have just got together for the, was it 25th, 30th anniversary,
Oh, yeah.
which of course was a game-changing film, and he said one of the reasons, because he's had a lot of experience in theatre as well, Samuel, and Mr. Jackson, I should say, because I don't know him. But he was saying he loves Tarantino films because he finds there's so much detail written about the character that it's quite easy for him to then really build this very in-depth, layered character. And I find that with a lot of the writers in games, obviously, but in Warhammer as well, or Horus Heresy, you know, that whole, all the worlds of Games Workshop, because writers like Gav Thorpe, for example, are really detailed, or Andy Clark is another one, James Swallow is another one. Really great writers who are very rich in the way they describe the characters, or you just get the feel of it. So
Oh, yeah.
you're just so inspired, I suppose, Andrew, that the voice just comes to you as to how you think that person.
We can't leave out Dad and Abnett, like, you know, you'll work
Can't
there.
leave out Dan. I mean, there's so many. There's so many. Robert Rath, you know, there's so many. Yeah, but Dan, yeah, Dan's a great writer. Send this woman some stamps and plushies. This woman. Yes, me. Send me them. I think we're all waiting for Emma to stream any game here on Twitch. Yeah. I'm so terrified that I'll get it wrong. I won't know what to do. But I think the thing to do is just to dive in, isn't it, really?
Pretty much, like they're there for your like honest reactions and actions. So it's not
Yeah.
like.
And I think as long as the bit that, I suppose, the bit that makes me go, oh God, you know, how do I do this? It is because I don't know any of how to set it up technically. So I think that's what's stalling me. So Andrew, you can help me with all of that.
I think that it sounds like a fun hobby. Like I'd be able to. I think I'll be able to try.
Yeah, yeah. Lots of people can help with that, and then I think if I had all of that sorted, and I've had several people have contacted me about possibly doing that sort of thing. So I'm gonna do it, body, at some point. But it's a question of sort of getting it organised and fitting it in. I can help with emojis. Great. Okay. Yes, maybe I could get a stamp custom made. Yes, I maybe will do that. Maybe I'll design something and get it custom made. Right, McKenna. Hi, McKenna. And again, Skiba's doing great tonight. Here we go, another Skiba. 165 on the back line. Here we go. McKenna, it's a pleasure to sign this for you. Please write the quote, I will never type sitting on dead men's thrones. Seems to be everybody's favourite line.
Yeah.
and also any doodles. Well, I will do you a little doodle of housebane. Maybe a spider. Something like that. Thank you so much. I love your work. Thank you so much, McKenna. Brilliant. Here we go. Hey, Andrew, I love the fact that you're staying with me this evening. It's great.
It's been like a busy morning. Like I mentioned, first we had Stephen Boxer doing a live stream here earlier.
lovely, lovely.
2 hours ago. That went lovely. Then we had a bunch of the cast: Andrew Wincott,
Yeah.
Dave Jones, Tracy Wiles, Deva Wild, and Declan pairing on with a VTuber named Haruka. I posted the link in the chat so people can go back and watch that. It went off the rails very quickly, but in a good way.
What do you mean it went off the rails? What happened?
Well, it started like pretty standard, like interviewing, getting introduced, and like talking about the how did you um, get into character each day. And Dave's answer was something along the lines of, "I stayed in a cage for 4 years as a furry," and then that, yeah, and then like there wasn't so much the prim and proper anymore.
Right. Sounds like good fun. I might join in that one actually.
Yeah,
McKenna. Oh, I need to do a doodle. I'm doing a doodle. Sorry, Andrew. What were you going to say?
I know. I think they're still going. A couple of them are still talking. Just we were going to play, or they were going to play some party games, like
Right.
little improv games, just to like break the ice. But they broke the ice very quickly.
Right. Excellent. Excellent. Sounds like a lot of fun. But Neil's not done it yet then.
Definitely there are some feelers out there asking if Neil wants to join them for games or other fun bits. But Neil's so busy that like it's been
Yeah.
hard to like get him like
Yeah.
pinned down for more than 5
Yeah.
minutes.
He's probably out in the world somewhere, some other country somewhere doing something. McKenna, thank you so much. And Little House Benry Doodle, and do a little heart there as well, and a little spider. So you've got several doodles, McKenna. There we go. Doodles, little heart. Oh, there we are. Little heart, little spider, House Benry. Thank you so much. Pleasure to do that for you.
Well, I'm also curious. How did you get to watching the BAFTAs? Like, did you watch it from home or like with
I watched
friends?
it from home. Yeah, I watched it on YouTube.
Okay, it's nice in the mix.
Yes, it was really lovely to see them. They all looked so great in all their finery. And Tracy's dress was beautiful.
Mm.
Gosh, that was stunning. And I love Bobby was just Borislav was so nervous, wasn't he? He was so kind of just overwhelmed at getting his award. Very well deserved. Beautiful soundtrack. Beautiful. So this is to Jarit. May your darkest urges compel you. That's what I've got to write. Absolutely, Jarit. Thank you so much. You've chosen Ski Bar. It's a pleasure to sign this for you. May your darkest urges compel you. Jarit, thank you so much. There you go. Pleasure to do that for you. Who's saying what? Who's saying what in the chat? I finished listening to your audiobook, The Midnight Man, last week, and it was wonderful. Oh, I didn't know how you can sound. I don't know how you can sound like so many different people. You're so talented, Emma. Laura Lauder. That's a great. Laura Lauder. I love it. My husband's really great at doing wordplay like that. I'm trying to think of some now because now I need to think of them. I can't remember any. But things like that. Laura Norder, that's brilliant. I love that. Love it. Thank you for listening to The Midnight Man. Yes. No, yes. I was nominated for an Audie for that, which was a good thriller. It's a good thriller series. I like doing thrillers. Fun. I really love doing accents and different voices and playing with pitch, as you know from my work with Minthara. I have a deep voice, but I don't speak all the way down there all the time. But I really love. I've always loved doing accents, playing, which is what's so great about games. I mean, in Divinity Original Sin 2, I think I did something like 17 different characters. I mean,
Oh wow.
everything from Leandro's princess to talking chickens and all sorts of stuff. It was brilliant. So much fun, those two games. But that's what's wonderful about fantasy work or games work, is just where you get to push your voice, what you get to experiment with. And of course, that's what studios like, is actors who are able to do lots of different accents, have that sort of versatility, because it's useful to have one 17 different characters as opposed to getting 17 different actors. It's very useful.
I do have a fun story on that, but I might tell it when we have when you have a little downtime, just regarding that.
Okay, tell it.
I'll wait till you're like signing the next one. This next one might
Okay.
be a bit long.
Oh, because you wanted to give me artistic freedom. All right, Corky, Jet. I'll have a look at that again. Okay, great. Yes, I really love audiobooks for that, because it's a gas for an actor. It's great fun because you get to play. You get to narrate the book and play all the characters in it as well. It's quite an ego boost. And getting into the narrator's, the author's style, whatever the book is about, and it's I love doing audiobooks. Minthara starts out at a 10 intelligence at the Goblin Camp, but after
Oh
she's
yeah.
we pick her up in Moonrise, she has an 8. They broke the poor girl's brain. Yeah, but then she gets herself back together again and becomes her real self, doesn't she? If you recruit her.
Yeah, exactly. After that sort of thing,
10, I think she becomes 100 because she's Minthara. Only broke her a little bit.
yeah, it's like 2 points. That's not so bad.
And she's way more interesting, I think, if you recruit her. I think we can. If you go to Act 2 and get her, as long as you do nightfall stuff, I think you can go back to files or detail stuff. I'm going to wait till I play the game. The new print looks so good. Yes, it does. Minthara and Karlak are such a power to you. I know. See, wizards, what you need to do, make Karlak Minthara love romance game, where they go to the hells and have, I don't know, build a kingdom together and take over the universe, whatever universe we're in. That would be so good. I would love that. I love the Entangled print so much. Facebeak is such an artist. Scrolling way down. Sorry, I'm a bit behind on the comments. I would have bought a print, but I bought more Warhammer stuff this week. Hey, well, okay, thank you, Wolfie Viking. Whoever's Warhammer stuff you're buying, that's okay. Minthara's charisma should be a full 20. Her Riz game is unmatched. Cool. Oh, imaging, matron, Bainlay from Drizzt. Okay. I was thinking today about making emojis with Chibi Minthara. What does that mean? What does chibi mean?
Oh, chibi is Japanese for cute. So like a little tiny cute version of some characters.
Love that. Would be amazing to see you stream BG3. What kind of character would you make if you decide to play?
That's a good question.
It is. I can't answer it at the moment.
It's kind of like one of those, a lot of people spend an hour or so in character creation just trying to figure out what or who they want to play as.
I want to play as Minthara.
Right. They can make a drow, so that's that.
Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to exploring all of that. Minthara's intent on going back to Menzoberranzan to seize power, once she has the means to do so. How do you think she would go about it? Or how would she rule if successful? Would she use Jarlaxle's group, Dragon Death, help seize control? Can't answer that because I don't know who they are.
Yeah,
I don't
it's very involved.
forgive my ignorance on that, but I love the fact that you know the detail. Um, the only thing I can answer about that is, and again, wizards, it'd be great to have Minthara going back to the Underdark. Be courting wizards here. um, I would just love that. I hope they do something else with all the characters. It would be just so much fun. Because there's endless possibilities, isn't there? That's what's wonderful. I think she would rule with a fair hand. Actually, I've given this quite a lot of thought. I think people would be free in their faiths or their whatever they wanted to worship or whatever they wanted to, however they wanted to lead their lives. I don't think that she would say, no gods here. Maybe she would. I don't know. I don't think
She's a
so. Again,
she's a paladin, so at least like she knows one. But you know,
I think she would dispel with all gods, but allow people to follow their own paths with things, but not to have it infringe on the infrastructure of society.
yeah,
There'd be
pretty
no
much.
gods. It would be follow her rules. She would make the rules, not Lolth or anything else. And I think in her, now this is interesting. I think in her, after her experience with the party in BG3, I think she would maybe allow people in Mensa Baranzan to explore the surface world more. Maybe
Yeah,
build more of a relationship with the surface world and be able to trust in different characters coming to Mensa Baranzan and not be so mistrustful of them.
yeah, exactly. I think she'd be more open-minded, but still be very cautious around people, or at least make sure they talk to her respectfully.
Oh, completely. Well, if she was rude, yes, absolutely, of course. Cheening Sai, you would like the Skiba print, and it's a pleasure to sign this for you. And you say, one, thrash it out, rage with fire, calm with a soothing sense. Goals can then be discussed. I have a feeling we've talked before. If you hadn't done that, nobody would remember me. It's a beautiful line. It's a beautiful line. So it's a great pleasure to see these for you. You can tell your story now.
Oh yeah, I was like, well, it just had to do with the accents. So I've dabbled a little bit in voice acting myself here in Seattle, Washington, and one of the first people I had a class with, a workshop, his name was Rick Mays. He's best known for being, let's see, Peppy Hare from Star Fox, a soldier from Team Fortress 2. So very much like a rough radio personality. But he also voiced um, Genghis Khan in like a game called Age of Empires 2. Um, so at the time, I'm told that when they asked him if he knew a Mongolian accent, and he's Caucasian and like older, so probably not. But he asked the casting director, have you heard a Mongolian accent before?" They said no, so he kind of made one up.
Good. Yeah.
But people still liked it, and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah. There are certain accents that, one shouldn't be doing, obviously. Yeah.
This was from the '90s,
Yeah.
early age of
But even then,
PC games.
I was always like, sorry. You have to be really respectful with it. Gosh, did you like voice acting?
Oh yeah, I loved it. I mean, I've again only dabbled in it. I've only had I used to work in game development, mostly QA testing, which is game testing, but only had like throwaway lines as a big character. But it was just a lot of fun, and it just at least got me a good bit of knowledge on like how the all works and like how I can talk to actors about it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a fascinating subject.
Yep,
Cheers,
exactly.
hi. Thank you so much. I hope that's okay for you.
Oh
And
wow.
great pleasure to say that.
Hey, it looks like you made that fit very neatly in the
Well,
open
I'm
space there.
trying to be respectful of the
Yeah,
print, so we're not
yeah.
all over that. I know other people scroll all over that. I don't see the point in that, but I can't see the print. Thank you. Trash King! Woo! Trash King. Here we go. And you want Entangled by the Fabulous Phase. Oh, you had my attention, now you have my fury. Another great quote. I love it. I love that line.
I mean, she has so many good ones.
She really does. She really does. I'm just going to change pen on this print actually, just to make sure that it's sort of more readable. Let's try this. You have my attention.
Oh, look, it looks like he's here, so that's he gets to see the sign live.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen Trash King's name up. Now you have my fury. And I love that quote, Trash King, actually, on this print. There's a sort of juxtaposition. I love that. It's really good. Because it's sort of soft, sensual print with this very linear, forthright line. Very good. It's sort of the both sides of Minthara. There you go, Trash King. I'll get it out of the light. There you go. Thank you so much. Let me have a look at the old comments. Loving the conversation. It's lovely having you with me, Andrew. I love it.
Yes, it's nice to have a little conversation.
Yes, this is nice. Let's go right back here. Can you please say the wizard? Jaeger bomb. Okay. Can you please say the wizard? Sorry, the wizard. Gale. I love Minthara's relationship with Gale.
She has some choice reactions to him, or they have some
Really,
fun
well,
little.
she likes teasing him. She's a very good sense of humour, Minthara. She's very funny. Very funny. I did an interview recently with the fabulous Nerds and Beyond. Really good, it was online, and really enjoyed talking to Hannah there. And we were talking about the relationship with Gail because she really enjoys Gail, and I love Minthara teasing you. You have the air of a third child about you.
Oh.
It's hilarious, as she's sort of boldly walking through the forest down a hill with him, going, "Yes, do you have any siblings, wizard?" In Mensa Branson, we kill more than one male child or whatever it is. Two, you have the air of a third child about you. It's hilarious.
I'm curious, who was the writer for Minthara, and have you met them?
Adam Smith. Yes, I had the pleasure of meeting Adam, who's just so fabulous. In London just before Christmas, and it was the first time we'd met each other, and it was amazing because we both felt like we really knew each other, because we had this extraordinary relationship without ever meeting, without ever seeing each other. We had no idea. Well, I had no idea what he looked like. He knew what I looked like, but it was wonderful because we really listened to each other, through Minthara. And he listened to what I gave him, as I've said before, in performance, and I was listening to then where that took him, and how, the sort of lines he was giving me, and again building relationships like with Gail, like how Minthara at first can't stand wizards. They're idiots as far as she's concerned. But most love Gail, to really care about him, and as she does with all the companions, and that she's quite close to him, and I love that bit. Sorry if it's a spoiler for everyone, but the game's out there now. Where she hugs him at the end, before she goes off, before they all go off. Yeah, I love that. I love the relationship. that's built. Alina Rödel. Rödel? Great name. Is that German name?
Yeah.
I love your voice for Minthara. Thank you. Please write on this fabulous Skiba prints. It's two stuck together there. I have never needed anyone, but I want you. Yes, I love that line. I love that line. I have never needed anyone, but I want you. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Alina.
Also, another question. This actually came up in the chat earlier today, but apparently, like all the motion capture suits that you had, I don't know if the question was like they had certain colors for the motion capture suits, or the model that you get representing you, you could choose your own color. Yes, avatar.
Yes, you could choose your avatar color.
What was your favorite, like color or preferred color?
Mine was red. And somebody asked me actually on Twitter a while back, what's, and I don't think I ever answered it, so I do apologize. What's Minthara's favourite colour, do you think? And I think it is red. And I always chose, whenever I was in the studio doing the mocap and recording Minthara, I always chose a red avatar, not knowing at the time that the Bainray symbol is red. And I chose exactly the same, strain of colour. So that was, I think there's quite a few sort of coincident stuff with the characters. So I was delighted when I don't know why I hadn't seen the Bainray symbol, because I've been looking at them kind of stuff, but I maybe had, but hadn't acknowledged it or registered it. I'm pretty sure I hadn't seen it. And certainly not when I first started, because at first I didn't know, we weren't told at all who these characters were, what they were from. So everything was top secret. So all you knew was details about the character that you needed in order to play the lines, but you weren't told. This is way, way, way back in the very beginning. You weren't told what it was that you were recording.
Yeah, most of them had that answer as well, that they didn't see their character's appearance until like a year or year and a half later.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And of course, Minthara in those days looked very different. I know some people loved that look. I personally, I think I said before in my last live stream, I like. Oh no, maybe it was in one of my interviews. I really like the last Minthara look, the one that they finally eventually settled on. I think it's right for my voice. I think it works better for my voice. I loved how Larian were really free in developing that in all our characters, and that shows how great they were at listening to what the actors were giving them as well. That it was inspired by the voice or the performance. It's not like we all sat down and had a big meeting at the beginning of the game and were introduced to Sven or to anybody. I mean, some of us had obviously done Divinity and that sort of thing, but we hadn't met Sven, or well, I certainly hadn't. So there was no kind of meeting of, this is what the game is, this is who you are, this is what you look like. None of that. So you were literally going in kind of and just exploring with whatever. And the directors at Pitstop were fantastic. As much information as they could. So it very much was a dance between, as I've said many times before, between myself and Adam, as to what he was giving me and what I was giving back to him. That's true of all characters. This is where we want you to go. How would you play this line? But this is what we want from this line, and then you kind of take it and live it and breathe it. What you think it should be. Alina, thank you so much. Great pleasure to sign that for you. Okay. Who's saying what here? Who's saying what? Do ask me any questions that you want. If there's anything you want to know about acting, Minthara, I will try and answer as best I can for you.
A lot of these are about like Minthara's sense of humor.
Yeah.
as much as like roasting Gail as it is just her jokes in general.
Yeah. She's so good. She is the funniest companion. What a very dry sense of humour, I think. I'm sure that she's a right laugh if you've got a couple of glasses of Ulava wine inside her, or a bold Aglarondian. That's another great trowel wine.
Oh wow!
Aglarondian blood red, and apparently Roth steak is her favourite.
Really?
These are the delicacies of the underdog in Menzies. You go to a restaurant in Menzies and the finest Roth steak with an abundance of fungi and a sauce and a bold Aglarondian. And then maybe an Ulava afterwards. Love the bun on Minthy, but the shoulder length cut was cute too. It was cute. I agree with you. I love the kind of sort of messy early access look. But I just love the final look of Minthara. There's something sort of, I don't know, it just works. It just really works. Minthara's interactions with Boo were the funniest. Yeah. Minthara fears nothing except water, and we love that. Do I feel water? Gosh, remind me of that, somebody. Milady.
I think she had a quote where like a line where I think says she resembles a cat in a lot of ways, that she hates being
Oh
wet.
yes, yes, of course. And I love cats as well. That works for me. Yes, I remember now. Just as red is my favourite colour too. How is that wine spelled? Do you mean Aglarondian, Sav Smith 33? Ulava, yes. Ulaver. Aglarondian, Aglarondian is Aglarondian. And it's on the all the sort of wiki stuff about Menza brands. There's loads of really great information on there. I love the new bangs. I love the bangs. They suit you so well. Thank you, Sapphic Sapphire. That's very kind of you. She has a feline nature. Yes, Minty. She does. Cats are the best. But lovely dog lovers as well out there, and any pets actually. I just love all animals. Animals are just animals. Like if any of you read my interviews, and I go on and on and on about gardening, which I love, as many of you know, I'm a real gardening enthusiast because I think it's great for mental health.
True.
Animals are the same. They say, don't they, that it's good for your heart to stroke a cat. I'm sure the same with a dog too, but cats particularly.
I would. Both mine are asleep right now, so maybe I'll bug them later.
Oh,
Point them that way. Yep, there they are. Just being little bugs.
Oh, I love cats. Mina. Hi, Mina. You have got the Skiba print too. Minthara has helped you feel more comfortable and confident, Mina. I'm so thrilled. I was really thrilled to read this. I hope you're still with us. If that was you going off to work, I hope you look at this recording. But I'm really, really, really pleased that you feel more comfortable and confident. That means an awful lot to me. And thank you for your very kindness. It's really lovely of me. Thank you. It's a great pleasure to sign this for you, Lena. I'm just going to choose something to write, actually. And I think this isn't a quote, Mina, from Minthara, but it's something I think she would say. And so I'm going to write on your print, always be true to yourself, because that's very true to Minthara, which is why she's so devastated by what's been done to her by the absolute cult, because she would never do unnecessary killing, etc., etc. And the fact that she was taken over. So being true to oneself, Mina, and you know what I mean there. Really important. So I'm going to put that on for you. There we go, Nina. Thank you so much. Team Cats watching the stream with my cat right now. Hooray! Says Milady. My cat is sleeping on my thighs right now. Oh, Naja, that's lovely. Love it when cats do that. Hello to the cat, says Tiny. Thaddeus. Hi, Thaddeus. Thaddeus also wants the Skiba print. And show me myself through your eyes. Let me see what I am to you. I love that word so much. Because it's great, that line, because there's a fabulous, it's both strong and vulnerable at the same time, certainly in the way I wanted to play it anyway. Because again, she's learning to trust the player, a companion. And so that means a lot to me, that line. Thank you, Thaddeus, for choosing that. And also, that's a really great quote actually for Minthara fans actually in this game, you guys, because it means a lot, because so many people have said to me that they feel like Minthara helps them. They see themselves through Minthara, if you see what I mean. Not just Minthara, lots of characters in this game that people are discovering who they are, or becoming confident with things about themselves through the characters, and that means so much. It really does. It's really great.
Oh, it looks like Thaddeus is here too, so he says
Yeah,
that.
hooray, Thaddeus! Hooray! Thank you so much. Thank you. Show me myself. It's a great pleasure to sign up. I thought that was a spider going up the curtain. And you know, I don't like spiders. That's the greatest irony of all for me.
I mean, spiders are one of those things that you have to be very particular to like.
I just couldn't believe it when I was meant to kind of come from the Underdark and follow Lols, and I was looking at all these incredible artwork of Lols, things like that, having to go, because I really respect them. I respect all creatures on this incredible planet, but I don't like them anywhere near me.
I mean, there's one of those things that's a little primal. I mean, my partner has this instinctive fear of anything that crawls, like a snake, a worm. As long as it's shaped that way, like she does not like it.
I don't like snakes. I don't like snakes, but they just I can't. I guess I can't identify with the way they look.
That's why, like, thankfully, a lot of games these days actually have a arachnophobia mode, where if there's like a spider enemy, yeah, they just turn it into like a crab or something.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I like crabs. Crabs are cute. Oh, thank you. You are a great voice actor. Bless you. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'm terrified of them. I still do my best to catch and release them outside, though. Oh yeah, for sure. But I have to ask somebody else to do it. If it's really small, I can get the sort of glass over it and a little piece of paper underneath so they don't harm it. But anything big, I'll leave the room. I just won't go in the room. Bryn Dark says, "What? Spiders are cute." I'm
See,
sure they are, but like Draven14 says, spiders have too many legs. I just don't like it at all. It makes me. Ugh. Heathblind says, once had a spider as a pet. That was cute. Was it a tarantula?
yeah, I could see that. They're kind of
Fluffy.
cute.
Yeah, no.
No.
Now, Ness. Ness, you're fabulous because you've got Ness. I'm so grateful. Three prints, Ness, for you.
Wow.
First one, Ness, is a Skiba, which is great. Thank you so much. And you say, thank you for your work as Minthara. She is the best. Thank you so much. On this one, could you please write, just give the word and I will kill the clan. Yes, a very great, fabulous Minthy. Just give the word.
I'm actually another curious question, just given like that Minthara gets so many good lines, but there's I think it might have been a TikTok video where like someone says that if are you familiar at all with the show Parks and Recreation?
No.
Okay, well there's I guess there's a character in there named Ron Swanson, very dry but very direct fellow, but humorously so. But they said if Minthara said his quotes, it would fit perfectly.
Okay.
I may have to test this out later. Maybe not right now, but like,
I saw somebody put on Instagram earlier. They'd set. Oh gosh, what was it? Something like oh yes, I jest. Minthara, when Minthara says I jest, she cracks a joke and says I jest, and she always does it very dry.
yeah,
And
I know that.
somebody set it to a dance beat, and it's brilliant. It works really well. I love it. Ness, thank you so much. There's the first one for you. Very grateful. Thank you. And so your next one, you want fabulous entangled for the wonderful face speaker. So here we are, Ness. And you say, yeah, sorry, I'm ordering all three. Well, that's great. You don't have to apologise. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. On this one, could you please write, does your blood sing as mine does? We'll do that over. We'll do it. Does your blood sing? Thank you, Ness. Thank you, Ness. There's that one, there's that one, there's that one. Let's go see the shiny. Thank you so much. And then you're also going to have, Ness, a luxury few can afford. Fabulous. Miss Amethysta, love Miss Amethysta. They're so talented. Oh my gosh. They do all sorts of stuff. T-shirts and all sorts of things.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, it seems like I am still talking to a few new folks for the Baldur's Gate 3 cast.
Yes.
And whenever I talk to them, there's never a lack of artwork
No,
for any of them.
no, no, I know. It's amazing. Ness. Hi, Emma. Finally, could you write, I will never tire of sitting on the dead men's thrones. I can, Ness. And some little doodles. Indeed, I can. Little doodle. Let's do a bit of a Bane Ray here. Here we go. Getting much better at this now. Because she says, it goes like that, and that goes like that. And then that's the blades. It's very clever, this Bane Race. It's sort of like spider's webby, but blades as well. I never quite get it right, but do my best. sort of something like that. Anyway. Thank you, Ness. I will never tire. See, while I'm bending down, you can all see my grey roots coming through. So I'm getting old, everybody. Get my roots done. I'm not going bald. I've just got grey roots. But it comes to all of us. I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. When you've been around in the business as long as I have, darling. There we go. Ness, thank you so much. I hope you can see that. It's very shiny. I really like these shiny ones, actually, Andrew. I think they're great. And I like the metallic one. There's a metallic one, isn't there? Oh, I can't hear you. You've gone off.
Sorry, that's mine. I just forgot to mute myself from yeah, there are different finishes. There's like
Yeah.
foil. There's holographic where it kind of like shines.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can get fancy with it. I mean, like we may have some options for that.
Yeah. Teresa, thank you for signing for me. Good. I'm glad whichever one you were. Because sometimes people put different names, you know.
It might be. I think it might be Ness. Like, if it's several.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm being an idiot, not reading properly. Ness, you're very welcome. Thank you. Jessica, love your portrayal of drow culture. Thank you, Jessica. Thanks for bringing Minthara to life. Please write the quote, I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones, and you'd like the wonderful Alexander Skiba print. Pleasure to do that for you. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Jessica.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, like, well, I know you were a little ill lately, but any projects you've been working on that you can talk about? Or is it all NDA town? Oh,
Pretty
that's okay.
Yeah, you have to be so careful. I don't want to sort of. I better not, just in case.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I've been working on another game recently, but I cannot say what that is. And but I'm doing a lot of audiobook recording at the moment. I'm doing another game coming up next month, but again, I can't say what that is.
Of course.
Just recorded a really interesting book on Afra Ben. If anybody knows who Afra Ben is, a Victorian figure, actually earlier, way earlier, Stuart period of England. So 1700s. She was an amazing playwright. The first real female playwright actually to be performed. So I just did a great biography on her. And Akanamiko says, Emma is so talented and funny. Thank you very much. I'm glad I'm amusing you. True had my first grey hair at 16. Bryn, I'm loving you. You're making me feel good this evening. Yes, grey hair has something witchy. That's very true. I was going for that sort of heavy metal, witchy this evening. Is there a project like a game or something that you'd really like to work? So just to finish the last question, I'm always doing books, and I've done some really great books recently, and they're all on Audible, and I assume they're worldwide. I think they are on Audible anyway. In the end, some very nice things coming up, which I know all have to say that, but it's really true.
That's okay. We'll just keep an eye out or ear out for it.
And just recorded, and I won't say what it is, but just recorded another really great book for Games Workshop. So but I won't say yet until that's out, because I think it's a bit of a new character. So that was very exciting. Is there a project, like a game or something, that you'd really like to work on? Personally, I'd love to hear you in an Elder Scrolls game. Thank you. Well, I'd like to be in Alan Wake. So if you guys are out there, let's do that. Or anything to do with The Last of Us. I'd like, if you do like a part 2, I'd like to do that. I'd quite like to do a kind of shoot 'em up kind of Call of Duty kind of thing as well, actually. I'd love to do that. Yeah.
Well, you had mentioned that like you're a horror fan, correct? Like, is there any like particular stories or series that you're a big fan of?
Yes. I really, really like, and I said this in Nerds to Hannah at Nerds and Beyond. I really, really love horror films with that sort of handheld camera look, like Blair Witch Project. I love that. I'm a big Clive Barker fan, so Hellraiser, not the
Oh, yep.
remake, the original, not the, with all due respect. Oh, now I'd love to be in Resident Evil. I have actually played a bit of that. I would love to. Yeah. Oh, Twisted. Yes, that was a heck of a thriller to record. Ugh, gosh. But thank you. So people seem to be quite into listening to that one. It's a hell of a book. So yes, I love that, and I really loved Paranormal Activity. I was on tour in Edinburgh when that came out, doing a big #1 tour with Big Show of Rain Man, actually. We were in Edinburgh for a week, and the film came out, and I went to see it in this wonderful little cinema. We all went to sort of the 11:30 showing at night after the show, and I was absolutely terrified. So I really appreciated Paranormal Activity. The first one, I mean, they get a bit sick, I think, afterwards, although number 2 was all right, actually. But I thought, but the first one was superb. I thought, I love that. But I like old horror movies too. I'm a big fan of Hammer. I love like the House of Wax and Theatre of Blood.
Oh, wow.
I'm a big Dracula fan, although with all due respect, not the Keanu Reeves one.
Oh, the Bram Strip.
Although Gary was pretty good, actually. Gary. Yeah. I think horror is just amazing. I watched a really brilliant, so you wouldn't call it horror, but you would as well, kind of like thriller horror, quite dark. I know, what was it called? The Fall, I think it was called. These 2 girls who, it's set in America, and these 2 friends, they like climbing, and they go and they climb this radio tower in the middle of nowhere, the desert. And all sorts of stuff happens. And that was an amazing film. Those 2 girls were fantastic. So that was a really good one. And then I really enjoyed a film. Am I allowed to say Netflix? Well,
I think so.
I've said it now. On a streaming platform called The Resort, and that was an excellent horror film. Really good. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I love Clive Barker. Clive Barker's books of blood are fantastic. Obviously, love Stephen King. He is the master. And I am, as I've probably said before, totally with him about The Shining. I don't like The Shining film at all. It's not a book.
Okay.
But I think horror is just an incredible genre. And I love things like Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, Wes Craven, I think's amazing. And apparently a lot of fun to work with. So Wes, if you're listening, get us in your movie. Jessica, thank you so very much for that. That was a great pleasure to sign that for you. Cornej, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Thank you for your incredible work. You say, thank you so much. Minthara is such a compelling character. Good, I'm glad you think so. I think so too. Could you put "You Give Me Courage"? You give me courage, and you would like the ski bird print. Now I will double check that there might be a bit more of that line, Cornage. So don't worry, I will check it and add to it if need be before I send this back to Streamily for you. Okay. So if anybody's got any horror recommendations, I'm well up for that because I just really love it as a genre. I don't like, although I do appreciate, and I was saying this to Hannah actually on Nerds and Beyond, I do appreciate what I would call sort of gory / horror, like Saw, the Saw.
Oh yeah.
But I can't do it. It's just not. That's not my cup of tea at all. The first one I thought was great with Carrie Elwes and people.
Yeah.
It was a really good thriller, very well done indeed. But beyond that, I'm just not into seeing. It's just too graphic for me. I don't like that. I much prefer more suggestive horror. I mean, okay, I like Clive Barker, I like Hellraiser, but the characters in that are so extraordinary. You know, the makeup was astonishing. And then I got, is it Doug Bradley? Is it who plays you know, the main?
Oh, like Pinhead.
Pinhead.
Yep, that's it. Doug Bradley.
Yeah. Now I was so excited because I did the first collection of horror Warhammer stories for Games.
Oh yeah.
So good. Really great stories. And Doug was narrating one of them, and I was so excited because it's like the nearest I was going to get to working with Pinhead. I was very excited.
Oh yeah, was that the Wicked and let's see.
The Wicked and the Damned.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Great collection of stories. Yeah, loved it. Thank you, Cornage. You give me.
I have to go back and listen to that one. I mean, like I'm also a horror fan, but like, them making it, inroads into horror, like for Warhammer, was a lot of fun.
They've done quite a few. It works really well. The stories work so well in that collection, particularly. I was really blown away by that. And Corneja from Uzbekistan, thank you. Sending love back to Uzbekistan.
Oh wow.
I just love the fact I'm speaking to people from all over the world. It's brilliant. There we go. Corneja, thank you. A great pleasure to sign up for you. Who's saying what? I saw that movie. It was twisted. Which movie? Who is on your shirt, Emma? Metallica or Iron Maiden? It's Iron Maiden tonight. But I'll tell you something. I've got my Metallica mug with my hot drink in. It's actually cold now, but it's a sort of black currant drink called Ribena that we have here in Britain. And, hello from the UK. Traven 14, James Herbert, The Rats and the Fog. Fantastic books. Love it. Love James Herbert. Pinhead is iconic, absolutely, Bryn. It is cool. I love my skull ring. As Gregory rocks. Thank you, Corky Chad. Thank you. I really loved The Silence of the Lambs, Wolfie Viking. I agree. I thought Jodie Foster was particularly excellent in it. And of course, the iconic. I've got his name's just gone out of my head now. Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, brilliant. It's great. Yeah, you can't beat hot Ribena. I agree. The mine's gone cold now. What would Minthy's favourite genre of music be? Law and Order. Just love your name. Law and Order. I don't know, because I think that's what I tried to reflect on the playlist, is that I think she would like all sorts of different genres. Like I do. I mean, I love classical music. I love rap. I went to see Kendrick Lamar. I absolutely loved his gig. It was incredible. I love 80s stuff, obviously, because I'm that generation. But I love folk music, particularly Irish folk. And so I love all sorts of different things, which I tried to reflect on the playlist. But I really do love heavy metal. um, but I also love like 90s kind of Seattle grunge kind of sound. And so I love Rage Against the Machine and bands like that. I love all sorts. I love music, and I love punk. Um, you just can't beat the Clash in many ways. And I also love reggae. I'm a huge reggae.
There's like a lot of variety in your musical interests.
Yeah, well, we listen. Music's on all the time in my house, and we just love it. I mean, my husband is a musician, so and music's kind of been part of my family, really. But there's nothing like a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon putting on some Bob Marley. Just can't beat it. It's just all a bit of culture. Culture's a great reggae band, absolutely fantastic. And I love house. I love rave music too. So I love all sorts of different music. So, but I have a particular soft spot for metal, particularly Maiden and particularly Metallica. But because for me, I mean, Bruce Dickinson understands theatricality. He understands theatre, and he's so clever and so talented and has so many different skills. His voice. I went to see them not that long ago, and his voice is astonishing. And he's getting on now. But he can still really cut it. And they're such an extraordinary band because they just embrace theatre. And Metallica do the same thing in their own way. It was just like different sort of genre of metal, but yeah, I think I like um, big big scale things. That's why I love Bobby's soundtrack for BG3. So I like Mozart's Requiem. Or Fauré's Requiem, which is actually my favourite. I could listen to that all day. So yeah, music's great. And I love going to gigs. I'm going to a lot of gigs this year. I've already seen Simple Minds, who I adore, and the Stranglers is a big favourite of mine. I'll see them twice this year. And I love Sting. I love a bit of Sting. I was crazy about the Police when I was a teenager. Just mad about them. So I always go and see Sting when he's on tour, which I know maybe some people will laugh at, but I love me a bit of Sting. And then I love the Pretenders. I adore. I'm going to see them this year as well.
Yes.
So I love gigs. Erica, go on, Andrew. What were you going to say?
When you say gigs, you mean as in concerts or like?
Sorry, it's a bit of a British term there. Yeah, gigs, gigging. Yes, concerts. Yeah. What's your favourite songs by Metallica? Oh. I'm a big fan of St. Anger. I love all their stuff. I obviously love the classic, the Black Album, but I really love Frantic. Frantic's one of my favourites of Metallica. I just think James's anger in that is just amazing. Ziafia 75 says, Simple Minds, love them. Yeah, I love Simple Minds so much. You should check out the Black Symphony by Within Temptation. I don't know that at all. I don't know them. Oh, okay, great. I will definitely check that out. Thank you. I also like MCR a lot. I think
really?
Yeah, I really love them. I think they're great. My daughter's a big fan of them. And I didn't have a ticket, but I took her and I sort of stayed in the car park listening on this beautiful summer's day. This was 2 years ago, I think it was. And I was just listening, standing there, going, this is amazing. And I got into them from that point on. I think they're great. I think he's so, what's his name, the lead singer? He's so talented. Incredible animator, isn't he? Graphic novels.
Yeah, Edgar Gerard Way.
Yeah, Gerard Way. Yeah. He's amazing. So I think they're a really exciting band. But of course, I don't think you'd have them without the wonderful, epic Green Day, who I adore.
Yep, definitely led that way.
Yeah, Gerard Way. Yeah, very talented. Erica. Here we go. Skiba, going on for you, Erica. Pleasure to sign this for you. I am amazing works, Minthara. She is so funny and compelling. Yay, thank you. Kenny writes, just give the word and I will kill the clown. Indeed I can, Erica. Just give the word.
I feel like that one's definitely the second most popular quote.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's mine. Yay! Oh, you great. You've got red lipstick on too. That's just like great. Great, Erica. Thank you. There we go. And as I say, folks, if I forget any sort of doodles or anything like that, I always go through all of these before I send them back to Andrew and make sure that I've done everybody's doodles. Because sometimes when you're sort of getting carried away talking like I do, I think most of you know what I'm like. I just ramble on. It's easy to forget some things, so don't worry. I won't forget anybody's doodles or anything. But Erica, there you go. Thank you, my love. MC, somebody says yes. The Black Parade. It's astonishing, isn't it? And the video is amazing. Can someone send the link of Emma's playlist, please?
I think I found it. Hold on a sec.
Do I play instruments? You sing beautifully. How do you know I sing Law and Order? How do you know I sing beautifully? What you been listening to? I do sing, actually. I love singing. Do I play instruments? No, I don't. When I was little, I began to learn the guitar and the piano and violin, and I never carried on with them. And I would like to. I play a bit of ukulele, actually, a little bit of ukulele, but I'm still learning that. I must pick. Oh, you saw it on Cameo. I see. Right. Okay. I remember now. But I love singing, particularly like singing folk music. And I've done musicals and stuff. I did the Beggars Opera for the Royal Shakespeare Company and things like that. So I really like musicals a lot. Actually, I think there are immensely talented actors who can do musicals. They work ferociously hard. It's very difficult doing musicals, and so I really admire that. I'd love to do something like Mamma Mia or Dear Evan Hansen or something. Dear Evan Hansen was astonishing music, absolutely astonishing. I loved it. Laura, hello, Laura. You would like the Skiba. The Skiba. And any Minthy quote signed off as the funniest person you know, Minthara in your name, please. May I also have an outline of your hand? Okay, thank you, Laura. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to write, what a wonderful distraction you are. And then I hope I've done that right, Laura. My apologies if I haven't. There we go. And a little outline. Although I've made my thumb look absolutely massive, like glove. My thumb isn't really that big. There you go, Laura. Thank you so much.
That's okay. That's usually how those turn out whenever we did those in school.
Oh, Laura and Order, it's you! Woohoo! Thank you, my dear. Of course. It does make it unique. The massive thumb certainly makes it unique. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the playlist. I really enjoyed making it. I was going to do a Warhammer one as well. But then I thought, well, actually, it'd be most of the same stuff, I think. Although maybe not, actually. It would definitely have some different twists and turns in it. But yeah, even I listen to the playlist because they're just such great songs. Great. I love music so much. Saria, I hope I'm saying your name right. And you would like Entangled, as I call it, face speaker. It's face speaker. And that's a pleasure to sign that one for you. It's a beautiful print. Thank you so much for giving us Minthara, you say. Well, thank you so much. I am yours, come to me. Of course I can write that. And that works beautifully on this print, I think. Thank you, Saraya. Sorry if I'm rambling on and making people late for their day.
No,
But
not at all.
your money's worth, and I got to give you. It's lovely. I really enjoy sitting on here and just chatting with people and yay, hooray. Hi, that's me, you say. Great, great, great. And you'll cherish the massive thumb, Lauren. Great. Saraya, there you go. I'm going to turn it that way. Then you can see it. You'll see it better in person. Thank you so much, my dear. That's very, very nice. Oz. Good name. Oz. You would like the Skeever Prince.
Oh yeah.
And Oz. Please include your favourite Minty line, whether funny or romantic. Okay.
Yeah, really can't go wrong with either of those.
Gosh, there's so many to choose from, you know, Oz. I'm going to put oh, here, just looking at it, I've written some things down, but just looking at this is what she says to Gail. She says, in Mensa Baranzan, after a house has 2 sons, every subsequent male-born child is slaughtered at birth, as it is useless even for breeding. You have the aura of a 3rd child about you. That's what she says to Gail, and I love that. And they're just sauntering down this hillside, and he's going, oh, God, you're going to say something awful, aren't you? And she goes, well, no, it's true. I'm going to put this line, Oz, which I really love. Loving another is not soft, wizard. It is one of the hardest things a person can do. I think it's beautiful. I love that. I find that line really romantic. I think it's gorgeous because it means that when Minthara loves somebody or is dedicated, loyal to someone, you know, you can really count on it. She doesn't do that sort of thing lightly.
No, exactly.
Say again?
No, exactly. Like,
Yeah,
like if she likes someone, then it's because they've earned it.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. My cat's walking around the room. Actually.
How many do you have, curiously?
I have one. I had 2, but one of them died.
Oh,
and so we've got my cat. He's called Topper. He's named after Topper Headon, the drummer of the Clash. And so he's just sitting down there washing.
You can still see both of mine. I thought one of them was staring at us, but he's just sleeping. He just happens to be facing this direction.
Oh. Have you got 2?
Yep, yeah. I wish I could zoom in on this thing.
Oh. Oz, thank you so much. There you go. Thank you. Pleasure to sign that for you. And let's have a look. I'm a third child too, says me Lady Pearl. Topper thinking to himself, should I stay or should I go? Very good. Ha, ha, ha. Very good. Yes, indeed. Should I stay or should I go now? I keep sort of wiping the hair away from my mouth, everyone. Okay, Poppy. Poppy, that's what I call you, isn't it, Pops? Poppy Pops. Popples. Because I'm just playing on your word, aren't I? On your name, Poppy. Are you looking at me? Poppy's looking at me. I call him Poppy. Topper Poppy is looking at me, Poppy, like I'm mad, which I probably am. Poppy, you have chosen the Skeever Prince. How appropriate that my cat Poppy is right here, Toppy Pops. You say, you are so adorable. Thank you. I'm sure you are too. She will probably say the same thing. Wait, that's me, you gay. You say. Sapphire, Sapphire, it's you, Poppy. May the quote be, my strength is yours, my love. Oh, with heart doodles. Yes, of course, Poppy. Thank you, Poppy. No, you can't. Oh, you want to go up there? Look, see, my cat wants to jump on the. There you go. Come up there. What? Well, you can't at the moment, can you? I'm trying to jump up on the windowsill behind me. He'll have to just work it out himself. My strength. My strength is yours. Do you think Minthara is fond of singing? You say, Poppy. Well, right, listen. Go on, pop it. Distracting me. No, I don't think Minthara is fond of singing at all. You can't get Minthara into a party. She's the sort of person who would stand in the kitchen at parties. There's a wonderful song. I don't know if you know it in the rest of the world, but in the UK there was a song by a really great songwriter actually called Jonah Louis, and it was called "You Will Always Find Me in the Kitchen at Parties." And every time we used to record the end, the very end of the game, several endings, but when the party sort of around the campfire discussing things and celebrating the end, Minthara sort of stood back from it all, and that song always used to come to my head because she's the sort of person who finds it hard to join in, unless it's in the Underdark, of course, and she's at a, Nadera dance, which is the wild dance that they do in celebration of victory after battle, where they will, in the Underdark, take off all of their armor and sort of do this sort of amazing naked dance.
Oh, wow.
You can't do that in your armor, obviously. You've probably got undergarments on, but you can't do that in your armor because obviously you can't be wild. But that's to sort of celebrate the end of war, I think. My strength is yours, my love. There we are. Some nice hearts. Thank you, Poppy. And I'm going to sign that now. Poppy, you think I'm talking to you, don't you, when I keep saying Poppy? But I'm not talking to this Poppy. There you go, Poppy. Thank you so much. Okay. Simon. Hello, Simon. Could you write one of your favourite lines, but incorrectly? That's very interesting.
Incorrectly. What the heck?
I'm collecting. Right. Thank you for your fantastic performance. It's my favourite evil lady. But is she evil? Is she evil? You would answer Zebra print. Here we go. Thank you very much. Okay. I will write this line then.
There's always something that surprises me, like with these requests.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have written, Simon, sound the horn and I will kill the clown, forsooth. Because Minthara is quite Shakespearean in the way he speaks. So I've written it sort of a little bit Shakespearean. So I hope you like that. And thank you so much, Simon.
Well, this is actually like law and order. I had the same idea. This one.
Give the word and I will kiss the clown. Okay. Law and order. Do you like clowns? I don't like clowns. I used to find them quite frightening. I don't understand them. Totally understand. Kitchen is the best part of a house. Yeah. If you're not sure about parties, yeah. There's foods, drinks, knives. That's very good. Where there is a fridge, there is joy. That's very true. Thank you so much. I like the clown makeup. Only clown I like. Right. Yeah, this means I saw some interesting stuff on YouTube with everybody sort of with clown makeup on. It's quite funny. Oh gosh, that's awful. Sonic Mila says, I have no memories of clowns, but my mother told me a clown once popped a balloon in my face as a small child and I started crying. That's horrible. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you may not remember it, but somehow like it's there.
Obviously remember that bit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. Benjamin. Hello, Benjamin. If you're still with us on this live stream, you would like the skiba, and you say, please add whatever your personal favourite quote from the file is. I also played Dark Urge, if that helps. Okay. I'm going to put that. I love that one. Does your blood sing as mine does? In the kind of evil endings kind of vibe that's going on at the moment with the Dark Urge walking through the blood eclipse.
Yeah, I wonder sometimes if Larian had expected Dark Urge to take off it like it did, because
I wonder too. Yes, when they first created it, I wonder if they thought it would. Yeah, I would quite like to play Dark Urge. I think actually, if I screen. Thank you, Benjamin. That's great. Thank you, Benjamin. Pleasure to sign for you. Okay. Sophia, please add one of my favourite quotes. I've been told that I am special. Now, this is a great quote. I have been told that I am special since my mother first held me in her arms. The burden of expectation. Yeah, that really, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that kind of quote. You want the skiba, Sophia? Great pleasure to sign that for you. And a great quote. Thank you, Sophia. I have been told special since my mother first held me. Thank you so much. There we go. It's a pleasure. Who's saying what here? Yeah, that's me. Thank you so much. You're very, very welcome. I'm so sorry I killed her off in my first BG3 play without even knowing she was a possible party member. Never happened. I love her so much as a character. Thank you for bringing her to life. It's okay. I totally understand.
Yeah, I think most people did that. They didn't know.
Oh, Bryn Darkwood said, Law and Order got Pennywise tattooed on my leg, or are you telling Law and Order that? Very tempted to have Clown Thara as his companion right now. Clown Thara. Oh, I don't think Minthara likes clowns. But you mean like a picture of Minthy's face
In the clown makeup.
on?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Diana. Minthara is quite funny. Would like this quote, just give me the word and I will kill the clown. We would be praised as heroes. Yeah, full quote. Yes. Diana, and you would like the ski print too. Pleasure. Okay. Thank you, Diana. Just give me the word. And I will kill the clown. We would be praised as heroes. Diana, thank you so much. Pleasure to sign that for you. Great quote. And that, my dear friends, is the end of today's signing. And it's been a real pleasure, as always.
Yeah, it's been a lovely 2 hours.
It's been, sorry if I've delayed people with my rambling. But that is, after all, why I'm here, to ramble on at you and talk, not just sign things. Yeah, it's a real pleasure. Keep chatting to me on the old Twitter and the old Instagram, and I hope to see you all again soon. Lots of love to you all, and take care. Look after yourselves. God, whoever God is for you, God bless you all, and yeah, I'll see you all again soon. And do join in on the next one. I'm not quite sure when that is, but Andrew and I will work that out. And even if you haven't got a print to sign, just join in, to ask questions if you want to. I'm really happy to ask.
Yeah, who knows? We can definitely talk about you doing some gaming live streaming.
We'll definitely be looking into that. But yeah, you all have a lovely evening too. I like detectives. Yeah, you too. And thank you for the stream. Take care, Emma. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. And join me again. I love talking to all of you. I really do. I'm sorry if I don't get to some people's comments. I'm sort of trying to. That's what's lovely having Andrew here, actually, because then I can sort of feed off that. He helps a lot. We love it.
I try.
And you succeed. And yeah, because I'm happy to chat about Minthara. I love talking about Minthara, and I love talking about, because I'm sure all of you are at different points of the game, or some of you played it, some are still sort of playing it, or working your way through. And so everybody's coming to things at different points, I'm sure. So I'm very happy to discuss things, or ask about acting or any other stuff. Just chat. So do join me, because I really love chatting with you. It's great. And feeling the love. So thank you. I'll send it right back at you. And for wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, stay safe. And see you very soon.
Bye, everyone.